spirit, one love. One love, one spirit.
I show say Mkinyam don't talk about it. I feel my ChaCha they talk. What way they talk about me? Me, I don't do what they say. All thing don't finish, and I don't get no man from my heart. Now the weapon they this, they don't talk all kind of them in my back. I don't know what. All bad shit talk them they don't talk in my back. I don't know what. But at the end I say me we join together to fight this enemy. No need take no need take anything from that where we no get use. We use about ourselves. All in a one, and I know say all in a one. If I come over here for go any side, I know say I go for my territory. And Amba no get territory. If I come over when I go for which side for Santa. Yes, Kena for Santa, Kena for Bamenda, Kena for Southwest, Kena for which side for Ambaland, I know say I give my people. All which way they will talk about me. We are not even no one. But way they will talk about me, I don't know one. What you know finish today. We did not today, I'll be able to pay them for bar camp. For that play, for which way it happen, what you don't finish, and we did a one. And I know say, and I begin them this, and I've been at that part, and I've been at that part with it. What you don't finish, and we did a one spirit now. One spirit,
one love,
one spirit,
one love,
one spirit,
one love,
one love,
one spirit.
What in a
Wata na wata.
Fellow Ambazonians, welcome to the live show. Share the video as you join. Let's discuss about the current situation in Bui. I will give this information that I intend to inform the public about the current situation that is taking place in Bui. And as Ambazonians, we are going to do everything within our own strength and possibility for us all to understand what it takes to win a revolution. I'll try as much as possible to give a brief description of a situation that has taken place in Bui, and I would want our people to understand what is at stake. I would say from the perspective of the ADF standpoint, and from the perspective of the revolution. We've been here time and again. We were here in Bui a couple of months or weeks ago. We came out victorious, but though this time around, I've also been announcing, sadly, that the misunderstandings that is currently taking place in Bui has resulted to the loss of the commander. I will pay my due respect to him. The first commander who stood up in Bui as a son of Bui, known in the revolution as Ginyam Fon, the very first self-defense commander in Bui, who stood up in Bui, attacked the police commissioner as an element of the oppressive regime, worked extremely hard, tirelessly, to build the defense structures in Bui. Even from the camp of where this misunderstanding is taking place, the guy heading that camp, I give him his due respect, General ChaCha, where he sits on, was put in place by our commander, our general, General Nginyam Fon. We lost him, because of these misunderstandings that we thought we were fighting together as one people, brothers and sisters. I'll just please share as you join. Let me give you the update of what is happening in Bui. It's an unfortunate situation, but I would like to call our attention back to the revolution. And we as a people must work extremely hard to see what we are fighting for and where we are heading to. Share the video as you join. I will give you the briefing of the current situations recently. People, we were here before in Kumbu. We showed unity as an ADF fighting force. We showed understanding. We showed brotherhood. And we've continued to put the enemy on the run. Unfortunately today, my people, we lost one of our finest, the best warrior Saw has ever produced and will ever produce, Nginyam Fon. He died out of the unforeseen or unfortunate circumstances, misunderstanding amongst our forces. May his soul rest in power. I know a lot of people have been worried. We have had distress calls about what is happening in Kumbu. I would like to tell our people this. As you know, the ADF positioned itself from the beginning of this revolution to be an army of our nation. We have supported all the grandfather forces in this revolution. The ADF has fought hand in hand with SOCADEF. The ADF has fought hand in hand. We have supplied or provided at least some form of logistic support to the Tigers. The ADF has done it, worked with other people, built other units. You don't need to belong to the ADF. Those of you who understand the work that General Ivor did in this revolution, you will know that the ADF fights as a national army. They fight to protect the integrity of our people. That has always been our motto from the onset, our standard operational procedures. General Ivor fought in the southern zone. There are people that are reaching out, that were reaching out to the Defense Council of the ADF that we never knew. They were not part of ADF. People can testify this. That is our position, and it remains our position. We will support every unit, every fighting force in our territory to face out the enemy. That is why we have hardly ever turned our guns on our brothers. In very rare circumstances or situations, have we ever turned our guns on our brothers? We showed that maturity in Bui. We have been organizing, the big number has been organizing community mobilization. He takes after what his predecessor, General Ivor, has been doing. You people saw the community mobilization that General Ivor did. That's the same spirit that General Big Number took from him. And he has been reaching out across Ambazonia. The money that we gathered to buy pins, that we proceeds, we are going around arming our forces, preparing to block and prevent 11th of February to take place in our territory, to stop the elections from taking place in our territory. General Big Number was in Womb recently. You see, people with very wicked intentions. We don't know, what the intention has been. They have gone out because of this misunderstanding that are playing around with people's lives on the ground. They have gone out and are giving a different version of the story. I would like to start off with this. Let Ambazonians know the truth. They always say that don't keep things. When you keep things that long, it tends to hurt. And Ambazonians will start asking, why did you not tell us? You knew this. Why didn't you come out openly and let the people know? General Big Number, he has been moving, the ADF general, he's been moving across our territory, boosting the image, boosting the morals of the soldiers, consulting with them, asking them what they need, helping out. We've seen a couple of videos that he was in Pinyin when they were crying they didn't have materials. He's been providing them with materials. He's been going across the territory, right to the southern zone, doing what his predecessor was doing, what they left him to do. Kumbu has been the battleground for the past 3 months. La Republic of Cameroon is bent on breaking the back of Kumbu. But our ADF forces with their sister forces have been resisting. The general said, I cannot sit back and watch my people being hammered. And I'm the general of the ADF. And I don't go there and pay a visit to them, talk to them, connect with them, work with them to build the forces in that area and work with them together. That was his mission. That was his mission to Kumbu. To go there and give assistance, support the fighters in Kumbu, provide them with material logistics, and make sure that he encourages them. He knows that has been one of the hotbed. Since the 1st of January, there has been constant fighting in Kumbu, coordinated by our road ground commander that we lost today in Ginyamfon. It is a misunderstanding. And I will say this, I will put out the truth. This is one of the last audios because they will have to, people will start coining stories and twisting the stories. I'll put it out there for Ambazonians to know. They have to understand. Big Nova was supposed to go to Kumbu and give all the assistance to the fighters, the ADF fighters in Kumbu. He's been hearing all the good work that they have been doing. At one point in time, he was in Wainama. They were already planning, and I will put it very clear. He stopped at one spot in Kumbu, and I will honestly put it out. He stopped at an IG camp in Kumbu. They call him Kwatanso. He sat with them, talked to them, had a discussion with them. When the command structure of the IG group in Kumbu, led by ChaCha, they gave him feedback that these people are in Kumbu. He told them to arrest them. His own unit in Kwatanso told him that no, these people are coming in peace. They're not coming for anything. They're coming to visit their brother forces here in Kumbu. That's what they told him. That's one of his units telling him that. And they let them go because their mission was, they were going for a different mission in Kumbu. To see their brothers, see other ADF camps, give them moral support, give them material distribution and everything. To assist them and help them to fight together. He wasn't coming for any problems. He was coming to boost morale. We have seen his videos all over the territory. We have seen his videos constantly. This is just one. I'm coming to last order that he left out because we need to make our people know certain things that are taking place in our territory because you keep things quietly. It goes. This is one of his videos that he went out to support our boys.
This one are the biggest number, General Efa and General Moses, the general from Belakuma, General Efa with the soldiers and the commanders. These are the commanders of Belakuma under General Moses himself is there. Menchum. General Moses Joshua from Menchum. The beginning and the end of the struggle.
This is in Menchum. That was in Menchum. He was there just a few days ago. He was there to visit another fighting force, encourage them to fight, give them materials and logistics. Now he moves over and he said, they have been fighting in Bui. The ADF forces and their sister forces have been battling in Bui consistently and constantly. I have to go there and show support to them. Be a part of the team. Let them know that they are together. We are together with them. We are fighting a national battle, not a tribal battle. His mission was to go there and give support to the fighters there, provide them with logistics, have discussions with them, have advice, talk to them on how to move around and attack the enemy. That was his mission there. The people who are masterminding this and playing the lives of, we've lost our best, one of our finest, Nginyam Fon. In the whole Bui, amongst all fighters, they know him. We suffer the same fate with Capo. The question is this, and currently because of this misunderstanding that's currently going on, you know, the misunderstanding and miscommunication that's currently going on, we hope that our sister force, that we have fought together, who've lost a son of Saw, an ADF fighter, Nginyam, who gives you ChaCha back up. He backs you up, protects you. He has your back. This is how they pay them. That's the first commando in Kumbu. The whole of Bui, right to Ndonga, they know Nginyam. They know Nginyam as the top fighter in Kumbu, the first ever commander in Kumbu. How can people be so vicious to try to tag this guy and tell him that, to tell Ambazonia is working like the Republic of Cameroon? That's the story they want to coin. I will play to you, Ambazonians, the audio and the distress, the audios that our able general left, so that the Ambazonians should know. People should not twist the stories. They should know ADF has never been an aggressive force. They were going into Kumbu for a mission to support the fighters in Kumbu, to stand with them, to provide them logistics. We have an election, a very critical election that they want to hold by any means possible. The ADF is going around and trying to revitalize the soldiers and giving them the moral support, material and logistic support. He was going there because the pin project that that all of us with the AGOC coordinated, the proceeds, the materials that we got, he was going there to give. He has been going around and handing over material from the pin project, handing it to these camps, giving them material, preparing them for this lockdown. That has been his mission. But when you have people trying to upset this narrative and give a different false narrative, now they create the impression that the ADF is. I mean, are we in this 21st century? Let me say one thing, and I'll put it very clear. I'll play the audio that came out that the general sent to us, so that ambassadors to listen and ask for themselves. Ask yourself whether the ADF is an aggressive force, because they are putting a different narrative out there. Let Ambazonians judge for themselves.
Yes, sir. I am at Wainama. There is an information reaching me that ChaCha is already panicking. He thinks I'm coming for him. So he's planning to lay ambush. If they try anything stupid, I will make them get it very hot. If they try anything stupid, I'll make them get it. So we should call their leadership to make them to understand. I'm here for a mission. I'm not here for them. But if they attempt, I will show them my backside back. There's somebody just called me. I mean, somebody just call Elvis. He's the one calling me and trying to talk. We have talked. If you have his number, tell him to tell his guys to be very, very careful. If they try, they will see something they will never believe in their life.
Ambazonians, you people have heard from his own mouth. When he was going there, he didn't come there as an aggressor. He went there for another mission. You heard it from his own audio. What he said it very clearly. I'm not coming for you. I have a mission in Kumbu. He told them, and he told the people, even Elvis, who is coordinating the other forces, he said, I'm not coming for you. I have a mission in Kumbu. Tell your guys to stand down. And that's why he went right into, I can call it Kwanso in Kumbu. He went into an IG camp and they had a discussion and they spoke together. This has cost us, I don't know who are the ones, but I just want to let something understand. Let the sort people understand. We are not going to win this battle via tribalism. It's a national battle. We have lost a son of Saul, one of our best and our finest, the best hero that has ever existed in Saul throughout this self-defense era. We lost him because of carelessness and stupidity by another set of people. You heard it, Ambazonians, with your own mouth, with your own ears, sorry, from the general's own mouth. I am coming to Kumbu. Battle has been going on in Kumbu. I have not been there to visit my own people, to talk to them and encourage them. You've seen him in several occasions stepping out, talking to the people, encouraging the soldiers. The other day they were complaining in Pinyin. He went there to Pinyin, he gave them material, encouraged them to keep on fighting. The same thing in Santa. You saw him in Benakuma. I just showed you the video. Going around and trying to make, boost the morale of our fighters. How can he call himself a general and he doesn't go and visit other places where his camps are? That's what his predecessor was doing. We hope and we believe. And I want to ask you people, this misunderstanding, the command structure of ADF, they have held them. This misunderstanding, I hope that those who control them should understand that they are controlling the destiny of 8 million Ambazonians. I hope we all can come to terms and come to reason and let peace reign in Kumbu. We fought extremely hard. The ADF never retaliated or revenged, despite all what was done to them in Kumbu. From the 1st of October, from the 1st of January till now, the ADF has consistently been fighting, focusing on the enemy. We've heard them fighting from across the territory. We've shown everything that they have been doing from across the territory within Mbui, focusing on the enemy. We have never been an aggressive force. I want to ask ambassadors one question. Do you think that with the general moving with such a heavy power, if they really were coming in to attack, he said it, I'm coming for a different mission. I know that you think. I want to ask Amazonians reason. If the ADF was coming to attack within Kumbu or attack another force within Kumbu, and then you get this type of a message, are you not going to maybe rethink? But he was leaving audio a word that, look, this is what this guy is thinking. And he was saying that you tell the people who are controlling ChaCha that, look, we are not coming for you. We are coming for a mission. They told him very clearly, very openly. Why could reason not come to play? And look at, we've lost one of the best son in Kumbu, the best warrior they'll ever have in Kumbu. Why? and technically big number was going out. There are logistics involved that is supposed to make sure that we shut down our territory with the lockdown period, because logistics is involved. He was supposed to also beef up the security of Kumbu, beef up the self-defense structures in Kumbu. He was also coordinating on logistics and resources in that area. Kumbu and the environment, Kumbu, Donga, and the rest, and below and beyond. The ADF accepted, and they have made it very clear that they're going to fight with everybody that is fighting for the revolution, fighting to free our land. That has been their focus. That's why they coined themselves as the Brigade of Bui Warriors, the ADF Brigade of Bui Warriors, showing that unity and cohesion, that they can fight with their brothers. They coined themselves, and this name was given to our unit in Kumbu by this fallen hero who has sought to bring peace and harmony amongst all fighters in Kumbu. Look at what it cost him. The same fighter, the people who are creating all this misunderstanding of the other forces, this same fighter has done everything that he can. He backs them up, provides them even with backup when the Republic attacks that area. He did everything to stabilize and normalize Saul. When we had the recent crisis, just for him to be killed by his own. And people have the guts. People are really out there, and some of them are out there putting out, smearing this guy's name. Who in the self-defense structure doesn't know Nginyamfon? Who doesn't know him? He did everything within his powers to bring peace between ADF fighters and other forces in Kumbu. They sit together in councils, they talk together. Even after all the issues that we had, ADF still forgave all what happened. So we can work together. They focused on the enemy. From the 1st of January till today, you've been hearing a lot of fighting going on. But before that period, was there fighting in Kumbu? When other crisis was going on? No. Then people would then attack ADF as in a Republic force. Well, all I can say is this. Insult people. This is a disgrace. I'm a son of Saul. This is a disgrace to us. We cannot allow that. This guy goes to mention. He goes to every part, visiting his own soldiers. And then he comes to our own home, the home of the resistance. Even after sending words, telling them that, look, I have a mission. He notified them. I'm not coming for you. I'm coming to see my other boys who are fighting in Kumbu. I'm coming to see how we can maybe increase resources in that area. But this is how we react or respond in Kumbu. We cannot win this battle in this light. We cannot. And I hope that the handlers of these guys should come to reason. So you have lost your best and your finest till this date. And I want some people, I'm addressing to you, I'm going direct to some people. Don't let this carnage, don't let us take the shame that we ended this revolution. Those people who are behind all this manipulation in insult, I hope you can come to reason. This revolution is not going to end today. It's not going to end this way. But I hope Ambazonians can let Ambazonians know. I hope those who are in this can come to reason and know that whatever that scheme they are planning, they are threatening the liberty and the freedom of 8 million Ambazonians. How can we come out in public and preach unity pretend that we are united, and then we still turn and do this type of things, and we go to bed and sleep comfortably? How can we, with this mindset, these are pictures. Let me show something to our fellow Ambazonians. This is a situation where I want to put out something. Please just give me a minute. I want to show Ambazonians something that we need to look at very closely, because I want to show the unity that they claim that they had in Kumbu. Listen to Guignam. This is a soldier that was killed today, doing everything possible to bring harmony in Kumbu. Listen to him.
Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. This is the overall ground commander for ADF Bui Command. The report. I would like this audio go back right to John or whosoever he call himself. I would like more that me know she no feel the number. Me know so politics no be a portion. I want to remind you again, overall ground commander. Ambazonian Defense Force. Ambazonian Defense Force win for the Warriors. I want to remind you now.
Ambazonians, listen to what he said. This is the Ambazonia, this is the overall commander for the ADF of the Bui Warriors. That's how they coined themselves, because we were talking about unity, working together with our own people. This is the commander that was killed. Somebody who fought tooth and nail for us to have unity and fight for a common purpose in Kumbu. This is him responding to a divisive audio that came out of, not in Kumbu, from out of Kumbu, trying to create confusion in Kumbu. They have been trying to contain ever since in Kumbu. And this is what cost him. He cost him his own life, trying to keep his own brothers together.
Nothing for Bui. We don't resolve all issues for Bui. Now only this will not talk them so. They make them so they have ground zero to fight each other. I like and say you actually pronounce Ambazonian Defense Force. What did that name bring ahead? And then what to be IG? Because when I think say when I take politics put up inside the revolution, when I be war. When I defeat AJ when lost the battle. To a greater extent, I discover say we never know who be enabler for this issue, this battle, this revolution already. And I look for ways. The very
The
thing
very
that
thing
the
when the
people
people
say
always say
they
that they
attack
attack
AJF.
AJF.
See the
I
way
see the way
battle
battle
don't
don't
lost to
lost to
Southwest.
Southwest.
Battle don't
Battle don't
finish
finish
Fimbuya.
Fimbuya.
We are in a
We are in a
Republic
Republic
territory.
territory.
And
And
I would like
I
to
would like to
remind you,
remind you,
say,
say,
for
for
Bui,
Bui,
no
no
ASC,
ASC, no
no other
no other
fighter
fighter
never
never ever
lost
lost
a
a
soldier
soldier
when they
when they
come
come
for
for
backup
backup
and
and
AJF
AJF
camp.
camp.
Rather,
Rather
AJF don't
AJF
lost
don't lost
soldiers when they
soldiers when they
backup other
backup other
people.
people.
Uh, we
We
welcome
welcome
our
our
sister
sister
forces
forces
for Ground
for Ground
Zero,
Zero,
so that we
so that
fight
we fight
together as
together as
one
one
from
from
diverse
diverse
direction with
direction with
diverse
diverse
minds.
minds.
Maybe
Maybe
we feel
we
like
feel like
get
get multiple ways of
attacking or
attacking or
fighting La
fighting the
Republic.
Republic.
Maybe
Maybe
politics.
politics.
We
The
the Ambazonia
Ambazonia
Defense
Defense
Force,
Force,
being the
being the
mother force
mother
of
force
this
of this
revolution,
revolution,
we get the
get the
ideology of
ideology
this
of this
revolution,
revolution,
we master the
master
art
the
of
art
this
of this
revolution.
revolution.
That is
That
why
is why
most of the
most of the
time when
time when
the
they
attack
attack, we
try to
try to
bring
bring
peace,
peace
we know
because we
say
know
if we
say if we
turn
turn
in for
in
fight,
for fight,
the
the
revolution could be
revolution will be
destroyed.
destroyed.
But the
But the
attack
attack
would make
would
peace,
make peace,
and
and
I'd be
I'd be
happy.
happy.
See
See
all other
all other
brother them
brothers
for
them for
Bui,
Bui,
they don't
they
come
don't
for
come for
understand say
understand say
peace
peace
are the only
and the
way
only way
forward.
forward.
To get
Get
peace, don't be
peace,
say
don't be say
weak.
weak.
It's just a sign of
Just sign of
maturity.
maturity.
And for
And
to
for
show
to
say
show
you
say
know
you know
where
how
to
way
go.
to go.
For
For
instance,
instance,
for that
for
Bui
that
where
Bui
you
way
talk,
we
you
talk,
know
we
even
don't even
know.
know.
I don't know
I
if
don't
they
know if
put
they put
Ambazonia map
Ambazonia
if
map if
even
even
indicate
indicate
position
position
where
where
we
we dey.
dey.
Uh,
Most of the
Most of the
forces they
forces
fight
they fight
along the road.
along the road
Now
na
AJ
AJ
forces
forces.
just for
Just
two
for
weeks
2 weeks,
where they
where they
handicap
handicap
them.
them.
Battle for
Battle
Bui,
of Bui,
we go down
go
for
down for
zero.
0.
Only
Only
today,
today,
well,
well,
I'm
I'm
giving this
give you this
audio.
audio.
Thursday,
Thursday,
it's
it's
Friday the
Friday, the
3rd of
3rd of
January
January
2020.
2020.
We don't
We
get
don't get
a show
a
up.
show up.
If you
If
never
you
get
never
them,
get them,
you ask
you
them.
ask them.
For other
For your
correspondents for
correspondence for
ground for
ground
Bui,
for
me they
Bui, me
tell
they
you what
tell
you
you
happen
what
for
happen
Bui
for Bui
today.
today.
And for the
And for
past
the
night
past
them,
night them,
from New Year
from New Year
till
till
today,
today,
we
we
love
love
this
this
revolution.
revolution.
We
We
love
love
freedom.
freedom.
We know
We
what
know
we
what
will
we
do for
will do
this
for this
revolution.
revolution.
If you
If
want to
you
talk
want to
about
talk about
kidnap and
kidnap and
whatsoever,
whatsoever,
go down
go
and
down
ask
and ask
questions
questions
to
to
your ground
your
corps
ground
correspondents if
correspondents
you
if
only
you
want to
only
talk
want to
about
talk
that.
about that.
So
So
God
God
bless
God
you.
bless you.
You
You
only
only
when you go
when you
get
will
a
get
good
a good
mind
mind
for this
for this
revolution. I don't
revolution. I don't
remind you
remind you
again, say the
again
thing
the
where you
thing
do
what
for
you do for
Lambere.
Lambere.
You see
You
say
see say
number
number
around there
around
now.
there now.
They will
They
push
will
you go
push
do
you
to
go
where
do
go
to
down
where
with
go down with
General
General
Ivo.
Ivo.
And I don't see
I don't
say
see
we
say
don't
we
do
don't
now
do
now.
now.
Na so
That's
una
so when
one
I
time
want them
gradually.
gradually.
Na take
I
una
tell
fight
when I
that
fight
lesson
that
for
lesson
your
for
day.
your own day.
Na
Now
so
so
when I don't
when I
push
don't
them,
push
they
them,
push they
they
drive their
drive
brother
their
them,
brother them,
attack their
attack their
brother them.
brother them.
Small time
Small
when they
time
fit
when them
face
fit
their
face
brother
their
them
brother
again,
them again,
they could
could
force
be
for
forced
run.
for run.
Because
Because small time population, civilian
civilian
population
drive them
drive
out
them
of the
out of the
territory.
territory.
But be
Could
forced
be
for run
forced
now
for
go
run
down
now
for
go
La
down for La
Republic.
Republic.
And you get
And
to
you get to
ask
ask
your ground
your ground
correspondent
correspondent
about the
about the
reaction of the
reaction of the
civilian
civilian
population for
population
Bui.
for Bui.
Then you
Then
know
you
where
know
you
where
go.
you go.
The only
The
man
only
we
man
no
we
get
no
sense
get
go
sense go
listen me I
listen me
talk.
I talk.
You talk like
Talk
fool.
like fool.
You no even
You
get
don't get
sense.
sense.
You think
You
say
think
all
say
things
all
say
things say
diaspora. I
diaspora.
don't
I
know
don't know
if
if
na fish
na
go
fish is
swallow you
swallow you
go
go
vomit am for
vomit
that
am for
place
that
where you
place where
dey.
you dey.
Or you
Or
be
you be
enter
enter
a
a
Chinese
Chinese
coffin
coffin
go that side
that
where you
side
dey.
where you dey.
Take care,
Take care,
calm down
calm down
yourself.
yourself.
Respect
Respect
yourself, may they
yourself, they
respect you.
respect you.
Never a
Never
day
a day
in
in
history
history
I never
I never
hear
hear
CIC,
CIC,
Dr.
Dr.
Cho
Joe
Lucas
Lucas,
Ayaba.
Ayaba.
He
He
insult
insult
anybody.
anybody.
Why?
Why?
No be
No be say be na God.
He's the
He's the
leader
leader
of the
of the Amazonian governing council, as we call him.
Why would I
Why
not
would I
just
not just
concentrate?
concentrate?
You say
You
we'll
say
fight.
we'll fight.
We the
We
fight
the
they go
fight go
before
before
more
more
than
than
the
the
boy
army
they
the
go
boy they go
ground.
ground.
You
To
motivate
motivate
them.
them.
Love
Love brotherly forces or sister forces.
They
We
fight
the
the go
fight to go
before
before
they
that they
only
only
for
for talk
talking
dirty
politics.
politics.
You don't
You
even
don't
know
even know
politics. You
politics.
don't
You
even
don't
know
even know
politics.
politics.
We will
We
fight
will
this
fight
news
this
of
news of
we
news
will
of
fool,
fool, particularly
particularly
we for the
Amazonian
Amazonian
Defense
Defense
Forces.
Forces.
Once
We
we
will
start this
start
thing,
this thing, we
so
know how we will go.
I'll be
I'll be
master.
master.
So I will
So
advise
I
you
advise you
stay.
stay.
Next time
Next
you
time
talk
you
for
talk
yourself,
for
you
yourself,
listen to
listen to
yourself
yourself
before you
before you
talk.
talk.
Chinwe, no
Chinwe,
get
no
some
get
just
some
our
just our
laughing for
laughing for
outside.
outside.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a soldier that brought peace amongst other fighters in Congo. He lost his life trying to hold the forces together. That is Ngiyam. And this is the person that they are trying to tag to claim that he's working like Republic of Cameroon. The people are pulling out that false narrative. You heard him doing his utmost best to keep peace in Kumbu. Even in moments of distress, when they thought violence was the solution, he spoke reason. He reached out, was a negotiator, a peace broker amongst forces in Kumbu, right through to Ndonga Mantu. He set up camps there. He gave pride to Nso, and so allowed themselves to eat up one of theirs. Rest in peace. Rest in power. Our hero. You'll be honored. Thank you for your services to our nation. This is the first, because of this misunderstanding, this is the first guy who started building camps in Kumbu. He didn't die in the hands of the enemy. He died in our own hands. I just hope what is currently going on, reasons to prevail. Let the sister forces, let reason prevail. The ADF has shown beyond reasonable doubt that we can be a peaceful force. We can be very understanding because our goal is the enemy. We have not and will not focus on our brothers. Our focus is one, the enemy. And we'll maintain that posture for the sake of a revolution, for the sake of the revolution, for the sake of our freedom, our collective freedom. Fellow Ambazonians, I just wanted to make this to tell people. I want to say this, it's just this misunderstanding amongst us. You've seen the spirit of the ADF in Kumbu doing everything to bring peace amongst them, doing everything to collaborate with them. They have done everything. I want to ask you, Amazonians, you think that the firepower that big number had, if he were to subdue any force in Kumbu, he will come incognito? He let them know. They knew beforehand that he was coming. And they were panicking. He said, don't be worried, I'm not coming for you. He connected with their upper management and told them that I am not coming for them. I'm coming for something else. I'm not coming for you. I'm coming for a mission to visit my other brothers. They have been fighting intensely in Kumbu. I'm coming to arm them, to provide them resources and talk to them, sit with them, meet with the population. Let me show you something, fellow Ambazonians. This is what the ADF does, and this is how we train our fighters. This is what the ADF does, and we do it best. This is community mobilization.
In Baipanya, the general want to talk to the people in Baipanya.
The ADF is a force, is a force that engages with its population. We don't brutalize the population, we work with the population. Big Number was coming up to Kumbu for community mobilization, talk to Kumbu. There has been consistent battling in Kumbu. His mission was to come and provide materials and resources and make sure that he, how do you call it, energize the boys and make sure that they understand that he is with them. There has been some misunderstanding in Kumbu, and we hope that the ADF sister forces will come to terms and come to reason. You heard it in the audio that I played. He said it. I'm not coming there for any problem. I'm coming in peace. I have a mission in Kumbu. You know that. And in all, the intention was to continue to bring, unity in Kumbu. We cannot sit and pretend that we are united. We are working together. There are pictures that I can't even put those pictures that way. The 5 main commander, other commanders, they were just together, working together. I mean, so is it some sort of backstabbing or what? You heard him saying very clearly, I'm not coming for any problems. I'm coming to meet my other unity in Kumbu. And possibly you. Let's talk. Don't be panicking. Well, I just want to say that I hope that the sister forces that have been fighting with other ADF forces in Kumbu can come to terms and come to reason. When you do this, what is the benefit? You benefit the enemy. Peace has reigned in Kumbu for a very long time amongst the fighters. They had this misunderstanding. It was resolved. They spoke about it. They thought everything was okay. Big Number was coming up to galvanize the forces, help to prepare them for the lockdown, as he's been going around and doing. I showed you just a video not long ago from where he went to, how do you call it, to mention, to whom. He's been going down to Southern Zone. He's going across the territory, talking and walking with those boys together. Well, to the insult people, I hope reason should prevail. We are fighting one enemy. We've not lost focus of the enemy that we are fighting. That's why we continue to maintain this posture to fight the enemy. So I believe and I think that reason should prevail in Kumbu. That has been the bastion of this revolution. The handlers of our sister forces, I hope reason should prevail and logic and understanding should reign. Fellow Ambazonians, I just want to put out something. I believe you have read also in Mark Barra's page. He is also following up on this issue. We hope from the perspective of, facing the common enemy. Insult will not be the place that is going to destroy this revolution. Thanks for watching. Nginyam, you'll be missed. Fun. Nginyam, you'll be missed. May your soul rest in peace. Thank you, brother, for your service to our nation. Fellow Ambazonians, I would probably do a special tribute to Nginyam, the first commander of Kumu who stood up for self-defense, fought the terrorists left and right, positioning forces, positioning units, creating units up and down, and not dying in the hands of the enemy, dying in the hands of his own brothers. I'll make a tribute to him one of these days in my next live video. We just hope reason should prevail. Our focus is stopping these elections, making sure that we fight as hard as we can to gain our freedom. One thing is certain, we'll keep on fighting. The ADF is a Spartan force, and I hope the reason should prevail in Kumbu. Thank you. Have a blessed one.
Yeah. Now ChaCha this. That ChaCha we wanna define them every day. And I made this. I know the mask. I know the face. I know the face. I know the call my face. I been call my face now. That first time where I be the face. But now I know the face. I know say when I define me, but I know sure say when I see me. Even when I don't tell now, weekend money for come cut my head, come give for Mr. Beer. When I do it now, when I time now, me I call when I. And as more time I will find Mr. Beer. So where it. That ChaCha saw the talk. That ChaCha when I talk every day. I made this. I know the fear now. Because I need to cover my face before I talk. God I can't sing them when they find me every day. And I made this. When I know place where I day. Why when I know come to place where I day? Or when I want to be foul? I don't be foul. Even when I can't surrender me for us, when I will see me, I will battle with una. Now my weapon is the way una every day. Day and night the way una. When I want to come when I will see me, I know the fear una. And at one time say maybe video go right for presidency. Maybe I see that boy way the worry. Now me the worry. Now me dey for Kumbu town everywhere. Ondu, Tatum, Kambe. It's more time I go Kambe. I never read for day. When I worry for day, when I know I don't come. But now dey for Kumbu. I wait una every day. Day and night I know the sleep for una. Until we get independent. I know keep the thing. The so you go until we get freedom. I know you keep up at the way una. They go days on for una. Yes, na for una. At the way una. Day and night at the way una. I know the sleep. Usika una. Until I take my land, Ambazonia. I want to make some small thing when I see. When I say when I will shoot me. If I shoot this far, that means when I will shoot me. Now far this for my phone. I want you to call with a sample. No, when I see. I want you to call with a sample. No, when I see. Now my boy them this. I don't feel like I'm saying me when I feel my body. I want me. I want me. My head. I want my me when I find me. Me when I find more body. Now me so a day for una. Until we get our freedom, I know we'll live una. Even when I like I'm gonna say like 50 stroke. When I take China, the make some for day. You come find me and I will get una. I want to tell you when I'm not here. My father. If I shoot this far, that means when I will shoot me. Boss. Yeah, give them. I don't open her. Yeah, I know the fear them. I want to leave it those so may go right for presidency for beer and Mr. Beer. My father, you don't die. You never die. You never die. You never die. You don't die. You never die. You don't die. You never die. My father, if my father, you never die. You never die. I do it when I day and night. I do it when I day and night. My father, my father, you don't die. You never die. You don't die. You never die.
suffer more casualties. The Red Dragon are strategic in their move against La Republique. So continue to pray. Today is good news. I feel a little bit uplifted after the loss of General ChaCha because of what God is doing right now in Lebialem. It is our prayer that La Republique will fall in all corners of Ambazonia and God will humble them because they think that they can come to us with their weapons of war. We don't fight with weapons made by hands, but our God, who is the captain of our salvation, will stand for us and will surely deliver Ambazonia.